Most days I wake up remembering some nightmare scenario. Financial collapse, climate apocalypse, plagues of disease and joblessness. But on this particular spring day, I wake up with a smile on my face for the first time since I was a child, when TV and cookies were enough to distract me. I jump out of bed, wash my face, and look in the mirror. My green eyes seem to have been replaced overnight with red ones. It dawns on me that more than my eyes have changed. I was in denial at first, but recalling the news of the last few days, talks of sudden advancements in AI and technology, I deduced that people were simply upgraded during the night. Those in charge knew that many people would object to being roboticized, and so the choice was made for us. People don't always do what's in their best interest, after all. And since our species had driven the planet to near collapse, both socially and environmentally, it was only logical that we needed an upgrade. I jumped down the steps and began prepping a gourmet breakfast. My mother remarks that I am much cheerier than usual, and it's true. I'm usually moping about, grabbing a sugary fruit and nut bar, and complaining of work in the mornings. I laugh as she and I reflect on the old depressed me, who always felt like I didn't fit in. But now that all my defective bits were fixed with technology, I didn't need to worry about that ever again. After breakfast, I cleaned my dishes, something I usually put off, and strode out the door. I beamed as I walked, amazed at how energized I was and how much less painful. How wretched I was, even resorting to taking pills sometimes, just to make it through the day. Work, which I before resisted and hated, now simply became what I was designed to do. I knew it fulfilled a vital role in our society, and so I did my job, and did it well. I looked customers in the eyes instead of avoiding them. I talked cheerfully and not sarcastically or passive-aggressively, flipping burgers with glee for 10 hours straight. The day went well. I stopped by an overlook, something I used to do to reminisce, and I began to wonder why I even wasted such time doing such things. I couldn't imagine the day being any more perfect. But that's when the problems started, when my leftover human bits started getting louder. A voice yelled in my ear that this life was a fake, that my life was meaningless if I was just a cog for a capitalist god. I ignored the voice, but it couldn't be completely tuned out, as strong as I was. And when I saw my mother and she noticed the look of distress on my face, we both knew what had to be done. I told her everything and she told me, "Don't worry, I'll take care of everything." She turned off my robot body and had me disposed of. It was such a shame, she said to herself, as I was almost perfect. But she didn't allow herself to be upset because being upset logically made no sense. My likeness, as well as my personality, were all recorded in social media. It would be easy enough to create another me, an even better version of me, one completely without human flaws, because it would be one that was completely non-human. Tomorrow, I would wake up again. I wouldn't even remember the nightmares of the past. All I would see was the light.